Sense Morning News. Good morning, I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. National Testing Agency announces fresh dates for UGC-NET, CSIR UGC-NET and NCET examinations. Government amends employees' pension scheme to provide withdrawal benefits to members with less than 6 months of contributory service. 52-day-long Amaranth Yatra commences this morning from both Pahalgam and Baltal routes in Kashmir Valley amid tight security. In cricket, India to take on South Africa in the final of Men's T20 World Cup at Barbados this evening. And Indian Shuttler Malvika Bansod storms into women's singles semifinals of US Open Badminton tournament in Texas. And now the news in detail. The National Testing Agency (NTA) has announced fresh dates for cancelled and postponed examinations. In a notification issued yesterday, the NTA said the UGC-NET June 2024 examination will now be held between the 21st of August and 4th of September. The University Grants Commission National Eligibility Test or UGC-NET was cancelled a day after being conducted on the 18th of this month as the Education Ministry received inputs that the integrity of the exam was compromised. UGC-NET is a test to determine the eligibility for the award of Junior Research Fellowship for appointment of assistant professors and admission to PhD courses. Joint CSIR UGC-NET June 2024 examination, which was postponed as a preemptive measure, will now be held from the 25th to the 27th of July. The Council for Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR UGC-NET is accepted for PhD admissions in chemical sciences, earth, atmospheric, ocean and planetary sciences, life sciences, mathematical sciences and physical sciences. The National Common Entrance Test NCET for admission to the 4-year Integrated Teacher Education Program ITEP, which was also postponed, will now be conducted on the 10th of July. The NTA said that the All India Ayush Postgraduate Entrance Test 2024 will be held as per its actual schedule, that is on the 6th of next month. The NTA has advised the candidates to visit its official website www.nta.ac.in for further information. The Rajya Sabha yesterday took up discussion on the motion of thanks on President Draupadi Murmu's address to the joint sitting of Parliament amidst opposition's ruckus on the NEET examination issue. A total of 21 hours have been allotted for the discussion. Initiating the discussion, BJP MP Sudhanshu Trivedi highlighted the achievements of the government in the last 10 years. In the recent Lok Sabha elections, he said, the NDA has got more vote share in the southern states in comparison to the Congress party. The BJP MP added that the Congress party failed to get 3-digit marks in Lok Sabha in the third attempt. Mr. Trivedi said that India has become the 5th largest economy in the world, leaving behind Great Britain. He said that the government has distributed 34 crore LED bulbs, which shows its commitment towards green energy. Kavita Patidar, Krishnalal Pawar, Dr. Bhim Singh, Dr. Anil Bonde, Ramchandra Jangla of BJP and others participated in the discussion. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan yesterday assured the NEET students that strict action will be taken against the culprits. Talking to newspersons outside Parliament, he said that government is sensitive over this issue and assured the students and guardians that all necessary action would be taken. He mentioned that the government is ready to discuss any issue in the House. In the wake of temporary closure of Terminal 1 of IGI Airport in Delhi due to roof collapse amid heavy rainfall, Union Minister for Civil Aviation Ram Mohan Naidu has asked all airlines to maintain fare stability to avoid passenger inconvenience. An advisory has also been issued to all airlines to ensure that this situation does not lead to a steep increase in airfare. One person lost his life and 4 others were injured after the collapse of the canopy of Terminal 1 of Delhi Airport due to heavy rainfall in the national capital yesterday. Union Minister Naidu convened a high-level review meeting with key officials in which some important decisions were taken to address the ongoing situation. Structural engineers from IIT Delhi have been asked to immediately assess the incident at Terminal 1 in Delhi. The ministry added that further examination will be decided based on the initial findings. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will lead the Indian delegation at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization or SCO summit to be held next week. Talking to media, the External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said the summit will take place on the 3rd and 4th of July at Astana in Kazakhstan. Replying to a question on the situation in Lebanon, Mr. Jaiswal said that around 2,000 to 3,000 Indians live there. He said that the Indian embassy is in touch with them and they have been advised to be in touch with the embassy as well. On the fishermen caught in Sri Lanka, the spokesperson said India attaches the highest importance to the welfare of Indian fishermen. He said the ministry is aware of the matter and has taken up this issue with the Sri Lankan side. The government has amended the employees' pension scheme to ensure that EPS members with less than 6 months of contributory service also receive withdrawal benefits. This amendment will benefit more than 7 lakh EPS members every year who leave the scheme with less than 6 months of contributory service. The central government has ensured that every completed month of service rendered is taken into account to give proportionate withdrawal benefits to the members. The amount of withdrawal benefit will depend upon the number of completed months of service rendered by the member and the wages on which EPS contribution was received. The Labour Ministry said the measure has rationalized the payment of withdrawal benefit to members. More than 30 lakh withdrawal benefit claims were settled in 2023-24. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts.
New criminal laws, namely Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita 2023, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita 2023 and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023 will come into force from the 1st of July 2024. To know about the new criminal laws, you can download NCRB Sankalan of Criminal Laws mobile app from Play Store or App Store. This app serves as a comprehensive guide, providing complete information about the new criminal laws at one place.
Welcome back. You're listening to the morning news. The 52-day-long annual pilgrimage to the holy cave shrine of Sri Amarnath Ji commenced this morning from both Pahalgam and Baltal routes in Kashmir Valley amid tight security. The yatra will come to an end on the 19th of August on the auspicious occasion of Shravan Purnima. Our correspondent reports that the Union Territory Administration has made elaborate security arrangements to ensure smooth conduct of the yatra this year.
The first batch of the Yatris who arrived in the Turin base camps at Nunuan and Baltal yesterday have proceeded towards the holy cave of Sri Amarnath Ji in South Kashmir Himalayas in the early hours today. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha attended the event organized by civil society, trade fraternity and citizens in Srinagar Institute to welcome pilgrims of Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra. In his address, Lieutenant Governor lauded the significant contribution of the people of Jammu and Kashmir in smooth and successful conduct of the annual Holy Yatra. This is Sunil Kohl for Akashvani News from Srinagar.
Meanwhile, the second batch of 4,029 pilgrims left the Bhagwati Nagar base camp in Jammu for Amarnath Shrine in south of Himalayas in a cavalcade of 200 vehicles amid tight security. A report from our Jammu correspondent.
The annual Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra formally began from both the routes in Kashmir Valley. The second batch of 1,029 pilgrims on Saturday left Bhagwati Nagar Yatri Niwas base camp in Jammu amidst tight security arrangements. Chanting Bam Bam Bhole, the pilgrims left the base camp in a cavalcade of 200 vehicles early this morning. With this, the number of pilgrims who left for Amarnath Cave Shrine from Jammu base camp climbs to 8,632. For Akashvani Samachar, this is Jagmohan Sharma from Jammu.
In Telangana, at least 5 persons were killed and 14 others injured after a blast in a glass factory at Shadnagar area in Rangareddy district last evening. The injured workers have been shifted to nearby hospitals for treatment. The pressure of gas in the compressor furnace is suspected to have led to the blast, leading to a massive fire. Chief Minister Revant Reddy expressed grief over the loss of lives in the incident and directed the concerned department to work together in a coordinated manner to carry out the relief work. In Maharashtra, 6 persons lost their lives while 4 others were injured after collision between 2 cars on the Mumbai-Nagpur Expressway in Jalna district last night. The mishap took place when a car entered the highway from the wrong side after refueling and rammed into another car going to Mumbai from Nagpur. The injured are undergoing treatment at Jalna District Hospital. On to sports now. In men's cricket, India will lock horns with South Africa in the final of the T20 World Cup at Barbados this evening. The match will start at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The Rohit Sharma-led side booked their spot in the summit clash after thrashing defending champions England by 68 runs in the semi-final. On the other hand, South Africa outplayed Afghanistan in the second semi-final. Both India and South Africa are currently unbeaten in the competition and will hope to continue their winning streak and clinch the coveted title. It will also be the last match for Rahul Dravid as India head coach. In women's cricket, India will resume their play at the overnight score of 525 for 4 against South Africa in the first innings on day 2 of the one-off test match in Chennai this morning. On day 1, opting to bat first, Shefali Verma and Smriti Mandhana displayed masterful batting, putting on the highest ever opening partnership of 292 runs in women's test cricket. This put India in a commanding position with an imposing 525 for the loss of 4 wickets at stumps. The women in blue also broke an 89-year-old record for the most runs scored on a single day in women's tests. In badminton, Indian Shuttler Malvika Bansod has stormed into the women's singles semi-final of US Open Badminton tournament in Texas. Bansod defeated Scottish player Kirsty Gilmore 10-21, 21-15, 21-10 in the quarterfinal. The Indian Shuttler will now face Natsuki Nidaira of Japan tonight. However, women's doubles pair Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand lost to Japanese pair Rui Hirokami and Yuna Kato in the quarterfinals. Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Mansukh Mandavia has welcomed the Indian Olympic Association President Dr. P.T. Usha's decision to include yoga in the Asian Games. Mr. Mandavia said that India has been at the forefront of making yoga popular and the government started it as a competitive sport by including it in the Khelo India Youth Games with great success. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has granted recognition to Yogasan Bharat for promotion and development of Yogasan as a competitive sport in the country. The India Meteorological Department or IMD has said that southwest monsoon has further advanced into some or more parts of Rajasthan, western Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, entire Delhi, remaining parts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, some more parts of eastern Uttar Pradesh and remaining parts of Uttarakhand. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 111th episode of the monthly radio program and the first episode after Mr. Modi assumed charge of the Prime Minister for the third consecutive time. Program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on AIR mobile app. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Khurana.
Thank you, Saira. All dailies have put the parliament proceedings in the spotlight. Hindustan Times headlines, both houses adjourned after NEET issue rocks parliament, while the Asian Aid writes, Lok Sabha adjourned till Monday as opposition insists on NEET debate. Papers have widely noticed the aftermath of the heavy downpour in the national capital. The Pioneer writes, Delhi deluge after 90 years. The Hindu writes, 4 killed, several injured as monsoon brings record rainfall to national capital. The Tribune headlines, roof collapses at Delhi airport after heavy rain, 1 dead, 6 hurt. And the Kerala government has announced a key intervention in the pharma market to make expensive cancer drugs and immunosuppressants available at zero profit price to consumers. Cancer drugs to be cheaper in Kerala, writes the Hindu. And with that, it's back to you, Saira.
Thank you, Tanvi. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. National Testing Agency announces fresh dates for UGC-NET, CSIR UGC-NET and NCET examinations. Government amends employees' pension scheme to provide withdrawal benefits to members with less than 6 months of contributory service. 52-day-long Amaranth Yatra commences this morning from both Pahalgam and Baltal routes in Kashmir Valley amid tight security. In cricket, India to take on South Africa in the final of Men's T20 World Cup at Barbados this evening. And Indian Shuttler Malvika Bansod storms into women's singles semi-finals of US Open Badminton tournament in Texas. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.